Thursday. It's about 5:30 in the morning and I just finished off my journaling, and I thought that I would do a what I eat in a day video. So I always start my morning with a cup of tea. I really love the brand High Living. At the moment I'm drinking a ginger and lemon. Normally I have the chamomile vanilla because it's delicious. After this we are going to jump on our bikes and we're going to ride to Mooloolaba to get a coffee. Ryan will probably go for a swim. I might go for a swim or I might not. I'm not sure. So at the moment I always make sure I eat before I do any sort of exercise. The point being is I'm trying to get my period back, and it's really important to always stay at least maintenance or in a little bit of a surplus. You don't want to dip down into any sort of deficits. Because the body has been in such a deficit for so long, it's stopped the reproductive system. So if you're continuously dipping into these deficits, it's going to prevent your period from coming back. So it's super important to always make sure that you do eat something before you do any sort of exercise. I just had 2 pieces of toast with some hummus and some alfalfa on top, and now we're gonna go get a coffee. So I just made breakfast. So I've just got half a cup of oats with a little bit of scoop of It's Vigo salted caramel protein powder. I'll show you what it looks like. And then some soy milk, and I heated that up in the microwave. And then just on top, I normally put banana, but I felt like something different. So I went for apple, cinnamon, peanut butter, sunflower seeds. Normally I put flax seeds in as well, but I don't have any. So that is my breakfast today. I just wanted to show you my skin routine, because since increasing my calories, that's one of the really amazing things that happens is your skin improves. But another thing that has also really improved my skin is this brand. This cost me about $12. So on my skin, it's like probably in between oily and dry. It gets quite dry around here, but then I get quite pimply on here, especially if I don't wash my face if I go to the gym. I use a vitamin B serum and I use a vitamin C. I use the brand The Ordinary because it's ridiculously cheap. It's like $12 a bottle. Also, how cool is my towel? My mum got me this. It's actually a game changer. I used to use a big towel on the top of my head, but since using this, it's so much nicer. And I always use a moisturizer. I have been using this one for years, the Olay. Thanks Imelda for that one. She got me onto it when I was like 10 years old, and I honestly have not changed. So this moisturizer has been with me for like 10 years. I'm gonna put a little bit of that. And then sunscreen. I'm just trialing this one at the moment. It seems to be okay. Doesn't make my skin break out or anything, which is always a good. It's got a little bit of tint in it as well. Who else loves the smell of sunscreen? It reminds me of summer and going to the beach. Always makes me excited putting sunscreen on. And then supplements that I'm using, I keep in my bathroom so I don't forget, is my B12 spray. I love this brand. I also have zinc as well, but that's in the kitchen and it's in a powder form in the same brand, Bioceuticals. I really love it. And then I'm also taking magnesium at the moment. And then sometimes I take vegan omegas depending on my diet at the time. If I'm eating enough flax, chia, walnut sort of stuff, I don't normally take that. But then if I get slack in the day, I take one. So that's a sometimes sort of one. And yeah, that's all. Oh, no, this is amazing. I put this in my hair every single day, which is really good. With my hair, I just literally leave it to dry. I don't brush it, I don't do anything to it, because as soon as I do anything to it, that's when it starts to get frizzy. So unfortunately, I just have to walk around like a dried rat for a while, because if I just leave it like this, then it will just dry nicely straight down. Once it's dry, then I'll zhuzh it up into a bun. Today is like the first day that I actually feel a little bit more human, and I actually feel like I can move my body. I honestly have been super sick for the last couple of days, but now I actually feel like myself again, which is really nice. So I'm going to do like a little Pilates workout. I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm having a week off gym. I'm having a week off Pilates classes. Normally I'll go into the class. So I'm just going to lay down on my mat and just do a little bit of a glute and a core workout. Just because I feel like that's just what my body wants and doesn't want anything too hectic. So my glasses are wonky. I hope they don't look wonky, but they definitely feel wonky. I just finished off doing some Instagram reel videos. I actually really like making them. It's actually really funny. So I just did that, so that was pretty fun. Now I am on my way to go and see one of my friends. We're going to a coffee shop that I've never been to before, so I'm a little bit excited about that. I'm feeling so good at the moment, and it's crazy how much you can literally change in like 4 weeks. All it takes is talking about it with someone, accepting the fact that what you're doing is the right thing for your body, and just really just detaching a lot of stress from it. I'm so grateful for how far I've come. After watching, I did a YouTube video yesterday, and looking at the video, I was just like, holy moly, I have come so far. Like, I'm no longer stressing about food. I no longer have many breakdowns because I eat too much food. And just the whole fear of getting fat is honestly no longer a thing. And I'm so grateful for that. It did take a little bit of time to get over, but honestly, there is light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm feeling so good. Now I'm literally, I think like I'm just waiting for my hormones to get back in line. I definitely can feel the difference of how I feel now and what I used to feel like. I definitely I'm having like lots of positive signs that it is returning. Things like my hair is getting thicker, my nails are getting longer and thicker, they're less brittle. My extreme hunger is finally no longer a thing. Like, I eat a normal sized meal and I get full, which is amazing. I always used to think, how do people just have like a small bowl of oats and be full? But now I totally understand that, because I actually get full, which is such a massive win for me. To make my lunch, and I'm not that hungry. I'm thinking I just want something super simple, just like a salad sandwich is what I'm vibing, I think. I've got some beetroot at home and I'm going to grate some carrot, some alfalfa, probably cook some tofu as well because I always like to have a serve of protein with my meals, and probably add in some fat, so probably a hummus. That's honestly been game changer for me through this whole process of getting my periods back, is really making sure every meal is balanced. So always making sure I've got a serve of protein, a complex carb, a serve of fat, and then just all my veggies. I always try and incorporate a dark leafy green as well. That's super important, especially as a plant-based eater. Definitely need to get in my greens as well. So I'm thinking that this afternoon I'm just going to go for a nice walk. I did do a little bit of Pilates this morning, but I feel like I want to move my body again. I think I'm going to go for a swim, but I'm trying to get my hair back to how it used to be, but it's just very dry. So I don't know if I want to get it in the water. Maybe I'll go for a swim without putting my hair in. Curly hair problems. I just made my lunch and oh my God. I went to the bakery and I got myself a bread roll. I absolutely love doing that. So it's fresh sourdough roll. And then on it, I have hummus, sriracha. If you haven't tried sriracha, it's amazing. It's like a hot chili sauce. Then I've got beetroot, alfalfa, capsicum, spinach, tofu. And on the tofu, I've just coated it with some hoisin sauce on some fresh bread. Honestly, sandwiches, salad sandwiches are one of my absolute go-tos because they're so easy. You can easily have your carbs, so your bread. Protein is your tofu, and then I've got some fat on there as well. So I've got my hummus. Just got off my coaching call with Sarah Liz King. I've been working with her for about 6 weeks now on trying to get my period back. And what I have to say is it is so amazing having someone to talk to. So amazing to talk to someone that has been through it and knows so much about it. So honestly, if you are going through any sort of like getting your period back, if you have hypothalamic amenorrhea, get someone to help you. Get someone to make the plan for you. So all you have to do is just do it. You don't have to think about what to eat, what to exercise. They literally help you so much. So they get like, because you get so much in your head, they get you out of your head and they tell you what to do. So it's really nice. I'm going to make afternoon tea. I'm going to have some watermelon, some popcorn, and probably some chocolate as well. Then I'm going to upload my YouTube video for the week. And then I'm going to sit on the couch and I'm probably going to watch The Bachelor. That is a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't always do it. I used to always do it, not gonna lie. But now what I tend to do is I wait for this season to end and then I just binge watch it when I'm feeling a little bit lazy and just like, bleh, which is now. So this is my favorite popcorn. Some people like it salty, but I like it sweet and salty. I think I could probably actually eat the whole bag. Sorry, I had a little rest and I had a little watch a batch and I'm feeling a little bit more energized now. So I'm going to show you. I did a little bit of shopping this week and I just wanted to show you what I bought because I'm super excited about it and I love some of the bits and bobs that I got. So I got this cute as skirt from Gander. And then I got these two little cotton on tops. And then I got this skirt as well from Gander. And then just this one as well. I don't normally shop at Cotton On, but they really like got some good stuff. Healing your relationship with food is honestly like one of the best things you can do. It takes away all the stress. It takes away all the things that go up in your head. It takes away your ego chatting, and honestly it makes everything so much easier. So the things that I have done to heal my relationship with food was, the first one was I acknowledged my hunger signals. So because I've been binge restricting for so long, my extreme hunger was pretty bad. So I would eat a breakfast, and then an hour later I would eat a second breakfast, and then I would still be hungry. So to get over that, what I had to do was I had to eat. I had to eat every time I, one, thought about food, and two, I was physically hungry. So there's mental hunger and there's physical hunger. There is two different things. Physically hungry means like your tummy's telling you to eat, but the other one is mental hunger. Mental hunger is also a sign that your body is asking for food. So you need to acknowledge it, you need to give it food, and no matter what. Because doing that, it regulates your hunger signals back to normal, and now I eat like a normal person. For so long, I would like look at people and what they eat and be like, how does that fill you up? Like, I'm just so hungry all the time. But I understand why now. Now I can eat a full meal and I feel full, and it's so amazing. And honestly, it's crazy. So the first thing is always honoring your hunger signals. I just have so much trouble with that word, and I don't even know why. The second thing is eating all your fear foods. So if there's a food that you have been afraid of for so long, or a food that you have told yourself that you didn't like because it's unhealthy, or any food rules, any kind of rule around restricting a food is something that you just need to fight and beat and come over. For me, I had a few food rules. One of them was soft tacos. I wouldn't allow myself to eat soft tacos. Milky coffees. I would always have long blacks. Pizza was another one I was afraid of. What else? Mayonnaise. That was a big no for me. And I'm not going to say it's silly, because you do what you know at the time. You do your best at what you know, but honestly, yeah. So getting rid of all your rules around food. And then the last thing that really helped me, obviously talking to someone. I keep saying that, it's so vital. Talk to an allied health professional, someone that knows about it, a psychologist, a dietitian, even an exercise physiologist can help you. Like, honestly, if they're working in that area, of course. The other thing, I used to be like quite an emotional eater. I would find anger and frustration were the two things that triggered me. So it wasn't necessarily I was feeling depressed or I was feeling like upset or anything like that. I went to food when I was angry and when I was irritated. And let me tell you, being in a calorie deficit for so long and overtraining for so long, I was constantly angry and irritated. So you can tell that I would get triggered by food a lot. I would get angry, irritated, frustrated, and then I'd go to the cupboard and be like, oh, I just want to eat block of chocolate, or I want to eat whatever I would eat. Nuts. Just like, you know. So learning how to acknowledge your emotions without food also has been game changing for me. So since I've been implementing journaling, since I've been implementing dancing, since I've been implementing saying no to things and sitting on the couch and just drinking a cup of tea and recharging my batteries in a way that's not exercising, managing stress that is not exercising has been amazing for me. Being mindful, being meditation, Calm app, that is amazing. I love that. I was doing it every morning, but I felt like it turned into a little bit of a snooze button. So now I tend to do my meditation in the evening. And just having this treasure chest, and I keep saying that because it is so vital, having a treasure chest of practices that you can go to in however you feel is honestly like it helps so much. So in my treasure chest, I have like a list of things. They are journaling, dancing, sitting on the couch drinking a cup of tea, having a bath, writing in my journal, lighting a candle, and just putting Calm app on. So I'm so grateful for how far I've come, and it's just been such a journey. And it's so nice to actually like sit down and reflect and be like, oh my God, like I can go out for lunch and not be terrified of a falafel. Healing your relationship with food is definitely a journey, but it's definitely so worth it, because it's like you can eat whatever you want and you can feel good about it, and you know that, and it's fine. Like, I've been in this binge restrict cycle for so long, and honestly, it's so nice to come out of it and be like, I can eat a brownie today. I can have one brownie, because you know what? I don't have to binge on all the brownies, because I can eat another brownie tomorrow. And that is totally okay.